Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by again. I'm Guitar Mario, and today I decided to do another acoustic lesson, and this one is on David Bowie's song Heroes. This was brought up to me by a student, and I'm glad they brought it up because I have to be honest, I had never heard the song previously, and if I had, I didn't remember it. It is it's a simple song. There's only 5 chords, D, G, C, A minor, and E minor. And it's pretty straightforward, with the exception of kind of the main verse riff style of strumming, and that's why I decided to make this video. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, and a lot of them said, oh yeah, easy David Bowie song, but they would do your simple down, down, up, down, up. And that works, absolutely. You could play that throughout the entire song, and you could play right along with it. It's easy to sing along to. But what I listened to was a live version that he did, and I'll try and include a link to the live version that I based this off of. And what I heard was a more interesting strumming pattern, and that's what I'm going to go over slowly here, is the strumming pattern that I'm hearing does this here. So that's the part that you're playing in actual, it's not a D chord, but a D5 chord. Of course, you could play a D chord. I just think D5. And ending on that D there with your third finger sounds cleaner, just a little tighter. So I'm just playing a D5 there. And again, the pattern is just this 1, 2, and then you get this on the A string, 2, 0 on the A, and then another. And then we get a little rest there. And then we get 3 of these, back to the 2, 0 on the A. And that last 4 notes there are going to be your D5 and your A right there. So again, I'm just going to go through it slowly. And that's your first half of the verse section there. Immediately it goes to a D chord or G chord, and we get this this pattern here. This one's kind of hard to count out in 4s, or at least it's hard for me. So the way I think of it is basically you've got 2 G's, they're just a single note G, and then a strum, and then 3 G's, another strum, and then just 2 G's again. So it's kind of like sandwiched in between these 2 G's, then you get the 3 G's. So that's the second half, or at least some of the second half, because the ending or the transition back into your D5 is actually going to be on the upbeat. So we get this and that's the bass line that I'm hearing in the background. It's not necessarily the guitar section, but it just kind of sounds cool, and just looking at all the other instructional videos, people were including this walking bass line in there, some more successfully than others, but just listening to the live video, you can hear the drums really accenting the upbeat on those parts there really nicely. And so that whole second half of the verse and it ends on the open D string and immediately goes back into the first half of the verse, back to our D5. So we get this, and it just kind of really smoothly rolls into that. At first it was kind of throwing me off, and then I realized, oh, I'm doing something a little bit different. I was trying to do that on downbeats. So I was doing a which was kind of awkward sounding to me. Took me a minute to figure that out. Anyhow, the rest of the song is pretty straightforward. You're going to get your chorus. The first part of the chorus is a C. And that's the pattern. They're just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we get back to our first half of the verse. So, and then we get the same type of thing, but now instead of just holding a chord for that entire time, we're going to split the time up between two chords. And those are going to be A minor and E minor. So that one's a lot easier to count because you've got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go back again to the beginning of the verse. And then the next time around, we do the same thing, but now instead of A minor and E minor, we do their relative majors, which is going to be C. Do that same 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to G that does the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and then we go back to... and then start over. That's the entire song. So again, I'm going to play the chorus in its entirety here. Starting over at the very beginning of the verse, which is that same. So I hope that kind of helps anybody who's starting out, kind of want to learn a little bit more than just a very basic strum pattern for that. It is still got a little bit of difficulty to it. But overall, it's still a pretty easy song to play, and it's catchy. It's catchy, I have to admit that. A lot of fun. So thanks for stopping by and checking that out. I hope somebody finds this helpful. Take care.